Yeah,
Was section 174 applied in the Sushant Singh Rajput case, that is inquest proceedings?
174 and 176 by the magistrate. That is the provision. 174 inquest panchanama to finding out the how the death has taken place. It's an unnatural death, suicide, no? Suicide is
Yes, yes.
a serious. Yeah,
So was
174.
that applied in Sushant Rajput case, sir?
Yes, must have been. I'm sure it must have been applied. Why would they not take it? The matter has gone to the Supreme Court. The police will not sit directly. They will do that. That is the only provision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Next
you,
is
sir.
yeah. Have you? I'll repeat. How much time we are left out now, Mansi? Ujas?
So we have just started now. So we have
Yeah.
got 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So
We will cover in session. Yeah. Yeah. Here the question is: A and B are neighbors and water channel flows adjacent to land of both of them. A obstructs water flow for his own use, depriving B of the water. B does not have the time to approach civil court as his agricultural activities are at peak and water is urgently required. Can B usefully take recourse to any provisions of the CRPC? How? Okay, yes, section 145, 146, 147, 148 CRPC. Isn't it? 145 clearly speaks of that here. Disputes concerning land and water likely to cause breach of peace. Huh? The magistrate has a can give directions, you give him here. If the magistrate is satisfied that there is a serious problem, he can also appoint a court receiver directing the parties to go to the civil court in the matter. Huh? Then the next question is, what is the legislative intent of provisions say CRPC? Because it's a summary proceeding, because going to the civil court and obtain an order of injunction and seek substantive relief will take time. The magistrate can immediately, upon the police report in the matter, and direct parties to maintain peace and ask for bonds to be given, and the direct parties here restore water. So here the summary proceeding takes place here, quick proceeding, quick disposal. That is how the procedure is here. Otherwise, you are required to move the city as a civil court, either city civil court, Bombay High Court, or a small causes court, depending upon the nature of the suit. Under section 6 may or a substantive suit. Under section 6 of the Specific Relief Act, you need not prove title, the previous possession. But section 6 and subclause 2 says that here, if it's a suit based on title, you have to prove the document. Okay, 145 say later, section 146 till 148. Please remember this, discuss this matter. Then answer any four of the following. What is a juvenile board justice court? So and so. Then constitution power, section 4 of the JJ Act dealing with the board, and section 8 its power. Okay, I won't be reading it. Please go home and read it and ask any question if you want it. Then what are the salient features of Probation Offenders Act, which therefore punishment is adopted for this? Section 3 to 14. Section 3 to 14, the salient features you have to mention of the Probations of Offenders Act. Very short act. Under section 3, the court can admonish you and let you off. Then under section 4 also, the court also power to release you. Under section 5, the court directs the person to give compensation, whoever is the person. Then 6(7) can the probation officers to be report confidential. Variation of the condition under section 8. Procedure in cases of offenders under section 9. Then removal of disqualification. The probation officers are under 13. Then duties of probation officers are coming under 14. These are the salient features. This has to be read along with section 360 CRPC. Okay. Enumerate and explain the factors which are considered, decided whether bail is to be granted or rejected. Now this question right now we are gone. What are the factors for giving bail? That is mentioned to you right now. Nature of the offense, seriousness of the offense, whether the accused has firm roots or not, whether the fit case or not, whether the violation of fundamental right or not, liberty. Now the Supreme Court in the case of Arnav Goswami recently says a fundamental rights will be violated if he's in custody. The bail should be granted. Yes, because it's an offense under the IPC. Whereas serious offenses under the Mokoka Act, under the provisions of NIA Act, they will not get bail. Under NDPS Act, the courts are very slow and circumvent in the granting of bail. So these are the various conditions we discussed. Thoroughly explain the procedure of a session trial. Section 225 से लेकर 220, 230, isn't it? Oh, the entire procedure you have to explain. Starting from section 225 onwards. The public prosecutor opens the case here. Let us see briefly. I will just give you under 225, starting with 225 onwards. Public prosecutor conducts the trial. He opens up the case under 226. Then the court framing charges under section 228. Then the right of the accused to make application for discharge under 227. Then if he pleads guilty under 229, the court passes an order. Then date is, if he says I am not guilty, the court will fix a date for a recording evidence. That is section 230. Right to record evidence. The prosecution will begin. The prosecution has to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt. Then the evidence for the prosecution, section 231. Then after hearing the parties and recording evidence, the court may pass an order acquittal or conviction under section 232 of the case. That is, if the court is not satisfied with the evidence of the prosecution, they can straight away pass an order of acquittal under 232 without asking the accused to lead evidence. But if the court is convinced with the evidence and still doubtful, may ask the accused to enter and lead evidence under section 233. Then arguments takes place under section 234, both the parties. Then after recording evidence of both the parties and hearing the parties, the judgment will be given by the court, either acquittal or conviction under 235. So there are two types of judgment. One is under 235, acquittal or conviction, or under 232, mere acquittal, and under section 227, a discharge. So the three types of orders are passed by the learned session judge. Please note that. Then having regard, a court will take into consideration the previous conviction, if any, in the matter in that regard. So please, section 220 say 225 se lekar 239 is the session trial. Okay. Next is what are the provisions to procure attendance of witnesses in the accused and witness person? So that is section 90 onwards. 60 check कर लीजिए आप. CRPC. Section 61 onwards. How summons are given. Like the provisions of order 5 of the CPC. Then how warrant is issued instead of summon. 80, section 70 onwards. Section 70 से लेकर 87, 88, 89 till 90. 61 to 90 is your answer. Please elaborate them. When summons is not obeyed, the court issues bailable warrant or non-bailable warrant under section 87. That is how the procedure is. Abhi next question कौन सा है भैया आपके पास? This is the last question about. Explain the provision relating to a delivery of judgment. Okay, this is very interesting. Kindly see that here. Delivery of judgment के लिए chapter section 353 check करो आप. Under chapter 27 के अंदर section 353 tells you how the judgments are to be pronounced and given by the criminal courts. It should be given in the open court 353. Recording and opening में disclose करने. The language of the court 354. Then how the magistrates are required to give judgment under 355. Providing the serial number, case number, parties, more details, because trial court has to be more meticulous than anybody else. Why? Because their orders are challenged before the appellate court, like sessions court. It goes to high court and supreme court. and whatever exhibits which are recorded, translation, it must be in English. Though the language may be in Marathi, but ultimately translation should be done and details are given. So please read section 353, 354, 355, and also 357. See the entire chapter on this. Go through this. Giving compensation 357A onward. यहाँ से लेकर 359 थे. Then 360 probation order. 361 not to alter judgment. 363. So this is still section 365. Please go through all these sections very carefully. Write at least 3-4 lines on each section. At least minimum 2-3 lines. Now we are completed this question paper. और एक कोई क्वेश्चन पेपर है क्या हमारे पास? April 2017 का है. We will only take the situational problem if the time permits. Are there situational problems? Otherwise, all questions are repeated here and there. Situational problem आ जाइए. Question number 3 है. Now problem is again, I think, repeated. A had filed a complaint against Y for dishonor of check, trial court conviction Y, sentencing him to 2 years. Then the court directing him to pay compensation of 70,000, preferring revision against the order, sentence, X application allowed and compensation increase, 10 lakh. Can file revision application session court seeking order of increase? No. That we put 397 plus 3. Can Y file revision against the order session court? Y can file it because he had not filed earlier. So we gave you judgment of the Supreme Court, High Court yesterday. I won't elaborate. Then offense is committed, for which offense punishment is 6 months. This is all when within what period? Within 6 months they can take. This we discussed limitation paper. There are no problems here. More or less repetition of the same question. Anybody has any question? The last question paper is November 2017, but it doesn't have situational problem. Hai, dekho? Yeah, Mr. Bhagat is convicted for the offense of murder with death penalty. Can he file an appeal against the conviction? Yes. Yes. Section 374 check कर लीजिए आप. Appeal against conviction, section 374. Now here the appeal will lie, explained, appeal will lie to the High Court because it's a murder trial which was conducted before the Court of Session. Yeah, explain the provisions relating to confirmation of death penalty. Now that here, while discussing yesterday, what are the powers of the Session Court which can pass a death penalty under section 28, sentence can be awarded by the session judge's death penalty subject to confirmation by the High Court. Now confirmation order is passed by the High Court under section 368. Please kindly open section 368. This 366 onwards, that is chapter 28, power of the High Court 368, but wants a sentence of death to be committed to the death submitted by the Court of Sessions. For confirmation 366, power direction inquiry to be held 367, power of the High Court 368, and a confirmation sentence signed by the 2 judges 369. And 370 procedure in cases of different opinion and procedure in cases submitted to High Court. So the High Court, the death sentence is subject to confirmation Yeah, the procedure to be followed is chapter 28 from section 366 से लेकर 371. Okay, this will solve the problem. Rahul and Dev question with their three friends.
Sir, quick question for that, sir, regarding the
Ah,
procedures.
ah,
Sir, that procedure is very lengthy and cumbersome, and then the accused says that it is taken so long. Now you cannot hang me because 5 years have elapsed or 10 years have elapsed. Uh,
yes,
is
yes,
that good
such
in law,
matters.
sir?
Yeah, such matters have come up before the Supreme Court in violation of right under Article 21 of the Constitution. The Supreme Court has in many cases commuted the sentence from death to life imprisonment. There are several cases. There are more than 100 cases. You just go on the net and check it.
Okay, sir,
Commutation of, yes, that takes place. Next question is Raju and Dev, along with their friends, committed dacoity at PK Jewelers. After the arrest and completion of investigation, a charge sheet is filed in the Sessions Court. The trial begins. Can they plead for discharge in the case? Yes, he can make the application for discharge under 227. After pleading, he cannot. Yeah. Can they plead for a discharge? Yes, there is no bar. The remedy is open under section 227. He may tell the court there is no material to go ahead with the matter. Please discharge me. Okay. Remedy is section 227. Unless he has pleaded guilty. Can Raju apply for tender of pardon and when? Tender of pardon, I'm afraid, depends upon his age, because the provisions of section 4 of the act to be taken in consideration, life imprisonment, yes. There's a punishment is for 10 years here, he can apply for it. Please apply for it. See section 4 of the Probation of Offenders Act, he can apply for it, provided the other conditions are satisfied. Can he be released on bail? When? Yes. Under section, he can make an application to the court, session court, under section 439. Okay. And when? At any stage, immediately from the date of the arrest, he can make it, or till the trial takes place. There is no harm at any stage. Suppose the witnesses are not come for 6 months, 8 months, 2 years. He can say that, why should I be languishing? I may be released on bail and giving undertaking that I undertake to remain present. I undertake to extend cooperation to the investigation agency. Can he compound the offense and why? Now, I'm afraid this offense cannot be compounded. It doesn't fall within the category under section 320. Because the offense is a serious offense punishable for 10 years and life imprisonment, cannot be compounded under section 320. Please see that here. Then answer any of the four following. What explain the law relating to bail? That is 436, 7, 8, 9, 10. How complaint made to magistrate, that we learned it. Section 190 से लेकर 200. Explain the procedure for commencement of proceeding before a magistrate. So how the proceedings before a magistrate commences, you know that here. There are two types of procedure. That is open up your CRPC section 236 open करें आप. Trial before a sessions magistrates court starting from 238. Trial of warrant cases 238 से लेकर 238 से लेकर section 249 250 तक. Okay. Then in between there's a section 238 से लेकर 244 243. Then again before the same magistrate, a trial takes place in cases otherwise than on police report. Police report means where the police officer has charge sheeted them under 173. Now these are private cases under 240, from 243, 244 से लेकर section 240, 250. These are private cases filed under 190, read with section 200 CRPC before the magistrate. These are warrant triable cases. Okay, that procedure. Then magistrate also tries cases, summons cases from section 251 onwards till section 259. Then magistrate also trials petty offences, summary trial from 260 onwards, 260, 264 tak, where he cannot grant punishment more than 3 months. Okay, that is your answer. Yes, next is Ajaya. What is FIR? We have discussed this. Then explain the law relating to bail, trial before court of session. Abhi to seeke humne. Then what is an appeal and who can file? A definition of appeal, I told you that. And it's a proceeding filed from the order of a magistrate and a session court to the higher court. Those proceedings are under section 274 onwards. We have dealt with it here. Then who can file an appeal in appellate court? Now, in the case of conviction, the accused can file it, where in the case of acquittal, the state government files it and a district magistrate. That you remember it here. 278 after obtaining the special leave of the court. Okay. Then explain the procedure for trying accused person who is of unsound mind in criminal court. So that procedure is given to you under the CRPC unsound mind ka. Yeah. Can anybody point out the relevant section, please?
Sir, it's section 329.
Yeah. You had to invoke the provisions of Mental Health Act here. A civil surgeon examines you before the magistrate court, section 329. Yeah. Yes. 329 procedure check कर लीजिए आप. Yeah. 329, 330, 31. Yes. Now you are required to follow the provisions of Indian Mental Health Act, where a civil surgeon examines the whole in the presence of a magistrate. Warrants he can only give evidence provided is in a fit condition. If he is not in a fit condition, he cannot give evidence. He will be kept in a observation home and at the hospital. So this is a lengthy procedure. Please follow it up. No, unsound mind person cannot come and give evidence, and he cannot be prosecuted. He cannot be convicted at all. He should be given a defense. So a lot of immunity is provided to him. Then yes. Anybody has any question, please let me know. I think more or less we are completed. There are no situational problems in this. Yeah. Anybody want to ask me any question today?
So,
With the last...
So what is the difference between the section 53 and section 54? Because one says accused by medical practitioner and one says arrested person by medical officer. So what preference should be given? Medical practitioner or medical officer?
Examination of accused by medical practitioner at the request of the police officer. So the police officer sees whether before under section 41 arresting, if he finds that he is in a fragile condition, bad condition, he may tell the magistrate. Blame should not come to the police officer that he has suffered. He is suppose about to die or any whatever reason may be, on account of there should not be allegation against the police officer. So he himself requests the magistrate that he may be examined. Then you have a examination of a person accused of rape by medical person. Now this is mandatory, no? In the cases of rape, you have to be examined whether what is the condition of that lady, condition of the health, samples to be taken. Vajana, these are this under section 53A, that is 53A, which was inserted by the Amendment Act of 2006. Then 54 speaks of examination of arrested person by medical officer. Even the accused person can request the court at the time of the remand under section 261(2) that I would like to be examined. I am suffering from so and so. I should be provided amenities. I should be provided medicine. I should be provided medical facilities. In Varavara Rao's case, you know that the High Court directed the accused person to be sent to Nanavati Hospital for or a treatment, that he said that he was not receiving proper treatment in JJ Hospital, where the government was bent to send upon. So accused has a fundamental right to ask that he should be entitled to be treated by a doctor of his choice, unless the court can give direction. Even the prison manual contains such directions in that regard. Boliye. Anybody has any more questions?
Sir, so preference is given to medical practitioner or medical officer, or is there any difference between two, medical practitioner and medical
First,
officer?
normally the magistrates appoints a chief medical officer of the government, JJ Hospital in the city of Mumbai. He is entrusted with the task of examining the accused person. That is the normal rule. Even under the Indian Mental Health Act, when you see that here, a civil surgeon in a government hospital. But in certain extreme cases, but you may say that my particular specialist is a different man. He is not a government servant. He is not a government practitioner. He is a private man. A request can be made. I am sure the court will not decline it. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir, thank
और
you.
कुछ पूछना बताइए, और कुछ पूछना तो बताइए. Chalo, I'm thankful to Mansi, Ojas, and as well as Ashish for providing me the material today on the Juvenile Delinquency Act. And more or less, we have covered the entire section. I'm sure all of you will do well because you understood the pattern of the examination and how questions are asked. More or less, they are repeated, and there should be no problem how you can handle it. In case you have any problem, you are at liberty to call me anytime, find out, check out the problem. Okay? We can wind up the session if nobody has any question. And please, I'm available, and you can ask me any question if you have.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
special. Yeah, thank you
to
so much.
Mansi also.
Special thanks to you, Mansi and Ojas and Ashish and everybody, all the students, for a patient hearing and listening to me and tolerating me for all these lectures. More than 62 lectures we have covered, both in CPC, CRPC. Okay, all the best to you for examination.
It was a privilege, sir. Till next semester, hopefully we'll get to learn the Indian Evidence Act from you.
Yes, hopefully, yeah, in the month of January next year we'll meet up. Thank you once again, all of you, and my best wishes to all of you for your examination, and all the best. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
And I mean also thanks to and gratitude to our principal of the law college and Kavita madam and all professors who have been kind enough to organize these lectures and facilitate these online facilities. Okay, and special thanks to Mansi, without whose help I would not have been able to appear in online. Thank you, Mansi, to you again.
No, sir, not at all. Always ready to help you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Mansi, on behalf of all the students also.
Thank you. All the best. Okay, bye.